Good evening, everyone. In today's video, we are going to follow up on the new formation of servers and the grouping of servers for the Kingdom versus Kingdom or the Frostborn event. And what I discussed last time was this hypothesis if the current Season 1 servers, so 241 through 248, if they were going to be grouped together with the servers 233 up throughout, I believe it is 240. Oh, yeah. As of yesterday, that did not follow through because these 8 servers moved into their war zone, as you can see here, starting their KvK in Frostborn. And something very new has happened here. We haven't seen this happening in the game before. That so the matchmaking process, as I have been talking about, that it shuffles these different servers into new groups. It has somewhat happened, but in a different kind of way. So instead of shuffling, it has split the servers up. So now, instead of being 8 different servers fighting against each other for the capital Emir, it's now only 4. And it is still in a chronologically order, so it is servers 233, 234, 235, and 236 up against each other. And more importantly to take note of as well is the positioning on the map. So in theory, you have the oldest server in a group, server 233 here. It's starting up north, far away from the second oldest server 234. So this gives somewhat like kind of like an tension building up, as this would seemingly be the stronger servers, as they just have a weak development ahead of the other guys. In fairness, this never turns to be true. There's just more popular servers than others. But the basically, you can just see that the server formation is very, very different now. And it's going to be very interesting to follow along how the gameplay of Frostborn is now going to play out when it's just 4 servers. It leaves much more room to develop, gain capitals or cities to gain these buffs, and probably also allow a bit more strategic gameplay around gates, as you won't just get invaded in the first, once the first gates open up. It really gives you time to react to your opponents. Moreover, I think it is a really good gameplay from Yosu, this one. In particular because, say, if we take a look at the season that just ended here, it just so happened to be that it was really the servers 241, 243, and 244, which were the main servers that were fighting in this Frostborn. Especially servers 245, 46, 47, and 48, they were just so much weaker and just couldn't keep up in a sense. They got overrun every time they tried to engage in the warfare. They were for sure assisting, they were for sure helping out in many, many ways. But yeah, it just really helps in this game if you can group them a bit smaller, these server versus server events. Because now, say we moved on here, then next in Season 2, it will actually be grouped into that it's 245, 46, 47, and 48 up against each other. So they don't have to deal with these much stronger servers like 241, 44, and 43. And it's just going to be much more pleasant for these smaller players to stay competitive and really have fun with the game, splitting them up like they've done here. So for the game fairness, I think this is a great initiative that has happened. It's going to be interesting to see how the actual gameplay of Frostborn is going to play out. Like, how is the map suddenly too big now? Have they made it even smaller? It's a bit hard to see. It seems like it's the same map size, but yeah, it's just gonna be, it gives you much more time to react now. So say a server up here, that's the stronger one, moves east and starts moving downwards up to Allura Gate into this other server that's weaker. they actually have time to then go through this gate and protect themselves for a few hours, build up some towers, and start protecting themselves instead of just being overrun. That was an example of that. On my in this current season 1, we did that as server 243 down here. We just straight up invaded server 248 here by porting right in and just demolishing them all. So you suddenly avoid that, which I think is great. So yeah, that's actually just it for this video, guys. Yeah, stay tuned and let's follow along how season 2 is going to play out here. It's going to be really interesting, and if anybody who's following is from this current season 2, please write in comments and yeah, keep me updated as well as the rest of us how you find this new gameplay and what you think of this grouping. Is it all fair? Is it poor for the player experience? Let me know what you think. So yeah, like and subscribe, guys. See you along. Bye bye.